festivities. Get those cameras ready. We want to thank everybody for coming out this evening, of course. Where's our high school volleyball team at? Where are you guys at? Stand up for us. Stand up for us. And make some noise for these gals, guys. We certainly want to thank y'all for being with us and being with us to support these ladies tonight. And we also want to thank our sponsors, folks who are making this evening possible, folks on our display boards, folks in our programs. We certainly thank you guys if you're with us this evening. Thank you so much once again for our sponsors. And at this time, we're going to go ahead and put the spotlight on these ladies where it should be. Let's welcome on in Dixie Bratcher. She's going to be joined by her parents. There she is. Number 5 is Dixie, of course. Her parents, Dana and Dewey Bratcher. Siblings, Austin and Skylar Bratcher. She's a defensive specialist. Her most influential person in volleyball is her best friends, Bailey and Taylor. They're always encouraging me to do my best, even when I want to give up. They're my best friends, and they're always there for me. I love them so much and cherish every special moment with them. Hey, the message to the coaches, Jimmy and Michaela, I want to thank you both, and I want to let you know how thankful I am that I had you as my coaches. When I did something wrong, y'all taught me how to fix it, and you let me be a part of this amazing team and family. Let's give it up for Miss Dixie Bratcher. All right, next in, Embry Lynn Hendrick. Let's make some noise for Embry. Embry Lynn, number 8 tonight. Prince Sherry and Jeremy Hendrick. Sibling is Zach. She's an outside hitter. Her most memorable moment as a Lady Raider volleyball player so far is last year when they won the district runner-up banner. What an honor there. Message to the coaches is thank you for supporting me and teaching me great things. She wants to thank her parents so much for making her successful. Thanks for putting in the time and effort into taking me to practice and being at my games. Also, thank you for supporting me. I love you guys so much. Let's give it up for Miss Embry. Let's give it up for 22, Taylor Hendrick. Taylor will be joined by her parents, Jason and Lisa, her siblings, Adlin, Dawson, Callie, Maddie, and Tori. She's a defensive specialist. The most influential person in her time of volleyball is Jimmy, because he made us who we are and pushed us to be the best we could be. Her favorite memory, getting to be our first in tournament. That's a good deal, right? Message to the coaches is thank y'all for pushing me to the best that I can. Message to the parents is thanks for being my number 1 fans and supporters. Give it up for number 22, Taylor Hendrick. And for number 11, Jamie Phelps. Let's make some noise. Joined by her parents, Jimmy and Jessica Phelps. Her siblings are Journey and Megan. And her most influential person in time of volleyball is Jimmy and Sheila Yoakley. Most memorable moment as Lady Raider volleyball players winning against Drake's Creek to get to the championship. How awesome is that? Message to the coaches is thanks for pushing me to do my best and lifting me up when I was having a bad day. Thank you for making me feel good as I am now. It's been the best 3 years of my life. Give it up for Miss Jamie. Next up, number 18, Jada Knight. The siblings, Braylon Knight, and she's a setter, and her family has been there for her since day 1 of her deciding to play volleyball. You all have been so helpful and supporting and very loving. You've got me to where I am now, so I'm forever grateful. I love you guys. Her most memorable moment as a Lady Raiders winning against Drake's Creek District last year to move on to the championship. Let's make some noise for number 18, guys. What about this one, number 9, Keziah Marshall? Joined by her parents, Letitia and Kenneth. She's a middle hitter, and her most influential person in her time playing volleyball is Jimmy and Sheila. Her most favorable moment is placed in the district tournament last year. Message to the coaches is you are the best coaches I've ever had. helping me. Message to the parents is thank you so much for taking me to the games and practices. I also want to thank you for being there and supporting me always. I love you so much. Let's give it up for number 9, gang. Gonzaga Martin. Next up, number 4, McKenna Ryan. Joined by Ursula and Daisy. She's middle back row player. Her most influential person in her time playing volleyball is Jimmy, because he helped me throughout all those little bumps in the road on the way to who I am today. Message to the coaches is thank you all for the opportunities you've given me, teaching me everything I know. Message to the parents is thank you for taking me to all the games, all the practices, making the most of it. Let's give it up for number 4, McKenna Ryan. All right, I know this next one pretty good. Let's give it up for number 7, Presley Willis. Presley, of course, number 7, joined by Mindy and Terry Willis. She's a right side hitter. Her most influential person in her time playing volleyball is Coach Jimmy and Sheila. Her most memorable moment beating Drakes to get to the championship, making school history. I like that. Message to the younger players, no matter what, don't be afraid to try new things, to step out of your comfort zone. Don't give up. You all can be fantastic and do great things. Message to the parents, thank you always for pushing me, trying the hardest, always making sure I'm at practice and the games. Love you bunches. Give it up for Presley Willis. Number 2, Bailey Young. Come on in, Bailey. She's joined by Sarah and Blade and Young. She's an outside hitter, most influential person in her time playing volleyball. Jimmy, because he pushes us to the limit, makes us work hard to the best of our abilities. Her favorite memory as a Lady Raider, her most memorable moment was getting playing time this year, because I've improved a lot from last year. That's fantastic. Message to the players is, Mom, thank you so much for supporting me through everything I've done this season. Thank you for cheering me on, even if I wasn't on my A game. I think she's on her A game tonight. Let's give it up for Bailey Young, number 20. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your 8th grade squad. Make some noise for this great group.
I've adopted them as my own. Welcome to the, I'm going to read. I'm just going to read. I'm going to try to keep my head down. I'm going to try not to make eye contact. I'm just going to try to get through this, okay? Welcome to the 2019 Warren East Middle School Volleyball Banquet. What a year 2019 was for these girls. First ever 8th grade middle school district tournament championship. So proud. More than half of these 8th graders played on a freshman team that was a district runner-up. That's awesome in itself right there. 24-6 record to end the season. That's stepping on the court and winning 80% of your matches. Boom, you know, 4 out of every 5, 8 out of every 10 you stepped on the court. You brought it. They done it with a tenacious defense, a potent offense, and extraordinary hustle. The team had 4 girls with right at 100 digs. That's awesome, right there in itself. They simply got to and saved balls they weren't supposed to. But offensively is where they blew up. 1,609 points scored in 30 minutes. They held their opponents to 1,154. They outscored their opponents by 455 points. That's awesome. Totally awesome. I'm going to give you a recap of the season, and this is how we got to all these numbers. Lady Raiders started the season at Slamfest. Of course, South Warren. Went 4-1, swept our pool, no challenge there, and lost in the semifinals of the GOAT bracket. 4-1 is how we finished in that tournament. Right after that, we began district play. we opened it with an emotional sweep of the 7th and 8th grade Drakes Creek Gators. I remember vividly how the students, parents, and fans rushed the court and set the tone for the season. You'd think we done won the Super Bowl or something. It was crazy. Finished district play at 9-3. During district play, we also traveled to Tennessee to play in a couple tournaments. The first of which was the September Showdown in Franklin, Tennessee at Battleground Academy. 4-1 again, and the Silver Bracket Championship. Brought home a few t-shirts, didn't we, girls? Yes, we did. Okay. Liked it so much in Tennessee, hey, we said we'd go on back. Went down and played in the Blue Devil Bash in Lebanon. Won 9 straight sets and were the #1 team coming out of pool play in the tournament. A #1 seed. Tennessee didn't know what hit them. That's right, Kentucky come to play. Lost in the semifinals of the Gold Bracket. Finished 4-1 again. Y'all starting to see a pattern? We just a little short, just a little short. All this leads up to district tournament. We got seeded as a 3 and began with a sluggish Moss win. I called them out on it, and they responded with an epic 3-set battle with Drakes Creek in the semifinals. 25-14, 26-28, 16-14. At this point, the girls have become my hero. Because we done clinched us a banner. But you know, they weren't done. By far, they were not done. Bowling Green was next on their hit list. We had already had 2 3-set matches with them. Why not a third? The first set was back and forth with momentum swings, and we lost it 23-25. But the girls were not going to be denied something that worked toward the whole season. They took the win in the next set, 25-15, and then made a statement with a 15-5 win in the third. That's how we got to that. Proud of you all. Now I want to say a little something that comes deep in my heart. I made a decision to make some changes on the second night of the tournament. I asked some of the players to change roles, sacrifice minutes, and believe in a plan I had. You truly showed me the meaning of "we is greater than me" by the way you responded to that request. You all, as a group, represent what the word team means. I want to thank you girls for one of the most inspiring, memory-filled, emotionally draining, and enjoyable seasons I've experienced in my 29 years of coaching. That's good. 3 pages, one tissue. I could have started this speech with, once upon a time, there was a little school on the east side. Okay? But this did not just magically happen. It started with a dream 3 years ago of what could be. The dream, the plan, whatever you want to call it, was embraced by the athletes, the students, the parents, the coaches, and administration. And so now I want to say my thank yous for that. First, to Sheila for taking that first step and leading the way. For your aid in developing my players, giving the extra reps to them with your high school team, your patience, your understanding, your time. I love you. Coach K, Michaela, for finally giving me the help I needed and allowing me to avoid a heart attack or a nervous breakdown. You were a bomb. I appreciate you, baby. Maurice, for his help, his inspirational speeches. We done heard one tonight. Lessons in discipline and respect that you taught our players. Appreciate it, Mother. Administration. We invited Mr. Cloyd and Mr. Hunt. I don't think they made it. They were here earlier and they left. But I want to say a thanks to them because they always were looking at me and telling me, whatever you need. You just come tell us, whatever you need. And they did. I mean, so if y'all see any of them, y'all tell them thanks because they were behind us all the way. I got a text today telling us what a class program and what a class group of young ladies we had in the program. And that's what we try to, that's the kind of precedence we try to set forth here. Boosters, parents, I can say this from the heart, I don't have to read it, but probably come out better if I do. You are absolutely wonderful group of people. Your work, your support, your cheers, your willingness to say yes to whatever is asked of you make you a special group of people. That's why it's so easy for me to say it has been a pleasure to have spent this season with you and your children. Mandy, for everything you've done, I mean, whatever, everything. I mean, you're Mandy, for all the help with fundraising, keeping up the books and everything. Terry for filming. Everybody has enjoyed the films. I mean, those are a lifetime. You can show them to your grandkids what studs you all were on the court, okay? Jeremy for line judging, always asking me if I needed help with nets and everything else. You've been here every step of the way, man. Jason for your work, your contributions, and your labor, your bookkeepers and barrows. I can't get you all. I appreciate so much what you all did. Every one of you have stepped up in one way, if not multiple ways during this season for these children in the program. There's some people that aren't here. Jesse Forrest, Sarah Yoakley, my youngest daughter, Hillary Williams, Summer Basham. These are all previous players or coaches that have been involved with us at one time or another, that come and aided in the program and work with passing or hitting or something during the season. They can come and give time, and I'm very appreciative of that. I guess y'all want me to shut up. Let's give us some flags. Come on. We'll start with the team captain, setter, overpass killer, big and thick, Dane Phelps. Right. Next we have Embry Hendrick, Big E or M. Literally takes the air out of the ball when she hits it. Keziah Marshall, Kenny Zay. My friend. Miss Presley Willis, Master P. How about McKenna Ryan Williams? Everyone, I can't do this no more, Drain. All right. Next one's got a nickname that the coaches had. I don't know if she ever got it. I knew that it was assigned to her. We called her the Whip because the ponytail was always slinging. One of us always got hit in the huddle. Come on, Dixie. Yeah. Come on, Johnny. Every one of us got smacked in the face by that vicious ponytail at one time or another. Next is Taylor Tay Henry. Right. We've had Bales for more than one thing. That's our nickname for her is Bales. Had her in softball. We've had her in volleyball. She's a competitor. She does what you ask. She's a yes sir, no sir. Bailey Young. for her. She don't particularly like it, but Jada Knight, otherwise known as the Caramel Assassin. All right, I got one more thing, and I'll take these. Y'all go enjoy a beverage, ice cold beverage. Yeah, you can go sit down. Sit down. Right. Outstanding coach at Warren East Middle School, Miss Michaela Morrison. Is AKA First Bowl, right here. Yeah. Got some individual awards for the 8th graders. I ain't got 25 awards like Michaela's got. I've got 9 for the 9 players, if that's all right with you all. We had a leader in assist. Of course, that would be your setter, throwing them pretty balls up for people to spank. Miss Jamie Phelps, come get your award. Right, the ball deflator, leader in kills, Embry Hendricks. Go Slater.
Oh yeah, Embry.
Got a story with this one. This is the leader in blocks. The biggest player on the other side, the best hitter on the other side. I would call her out and I would point a finger at her and I'd tell her I need her stopped. I need you to do something for this team. You gotta make something happen. You gotta slow her down. She did it against her cousin Kai. She did it against that Oakland team with the Twin Towers. My friend, Desire Marshall. Leader in aces. Whether she was taking them little bitty steps or them big old strides to fall into that jump serve. Miss Presley Willis. Y'all are going to get y'all's minds blown out. I have never in my life had a middle do what this girl did. I done the math 3 times going over the stats because I did not think it was possible. The leader in digs was McKenna Rain. We had a newbie on the team this year. Her first year playing what I consider organized volleyball, she grasped every concept, listened to every instruction, did just exactly what I said, and applied it to her game. I was so proud of how well she improved from beginning of season to end of season, despite a few hardships that she had. Rising Star Award, Taylor Hendry. Right. Another story. This young lady, we sit down in the locker room before the beginning of the season. I told her that we take a child on that might be a little behind just because we see athleticism and we just see desire in their eye. And I explained to them the playing time might not be as much as what you would like in the beginning, and you'll get as much as you work for. And this girl did that. She was at every practice. She was at every game. She cheered on every play from the bench, no matter whether she was in the game, out of the game, or whatever. Spirit Award goes to Dixie Bradshaw. Good job, Johnny. story. If I'm talking too much, y'all just tell me shut up. I'll go home, all right? This is the ultimate teammate award. This young lady, she sacrificed minutes, whether it be in her serve, whether it be in her position that she played, whatever I asked of her, whenever I asked her, whatever changes I made, she was yes, coach. No, coach. Whatever you need. What she meant to say is whatever's best for this team, I'll do. She's the ultimate teammate. Anybody would be proud to have her on the floor or on their bench. Bailey Young. I was trying to figure out what to do about this next person and what type of award that I could present to her. And what I come up with was the newly established Heart and Hero Award for Warren East Middle School. This girl, I asked her, I don't know how I could word this, I asked her, despite her busy schedule and everything that was being asked of her elsewhere, if she could come back and play with this team. And her words were, they're my sisters, they're my teammates, they're my friends, they're my classmates. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do for them. The Heart and Hero Award goes to Jada Knight. I'm about through. Something I didn't touch on was these 7th graders. I know Michaela made her speech about them all, but you girls, you are the future. And you are a group of fine athletes with the proper attitude to excel in this sport. You challenge those 8th graders. That's the reason they had this. That's the reason they were successful. Every day you come into practice, you got in their face. You made it hard for them to win. Sometimes they didn't win either, did they? Sometimes you took it from them, okay? That's what it's all about. Challenge them in practice and making them work. Now, toward the end, it got a little easier for them because they got tired of that spanking that you was giving them every once in a while. But I had 6 of the 8 7th graders sit the 8th grade bench at one time or another because they, being young as they are, they go through peaks and they go through valleys as far as how they're playing during the season because they don't have the experience they should get. But like I said, 6 of the 8, and they were 3 that I really felt were peaking during tournament time. And I want to say a special thanks to them for what they did in the tournament toward the end of the season. Mia Andrews, I want to thank you for those serves in that district tournament. You stepped up. Matt, outside hitter. Tournament before and district tournament. I called your number. You come off that bench, and almost every single time you give me a kill. You give me a kill. You can't ask more of somebody than that. You found your place as an outside hitter. That is your position. That's where you need to be. You will excel there. And last but not least, how about old Sammy Joe, MVP of the district? 31 digs, and no matter how mad she made me and how much stuff I wanted to throw and how much I yelled at you, you just looked at me and smiled. You don't know how that infuriates me. But that's the way you got to play. You'll be a future stud. You stay with this and you work as hard as what you have. You'll be a stud in the end. I think I'm through. Mindy, you got anything else?
I have a few more things.
Do you?